Welcome to AI Football, where we're bringing you coverage of tonight's game as Manchester United take on Real Sociedad. It's coming on a Saturday with the Queen dying, and of course, our respects go out to her and her family around the Commonwealth. Now, I'll bring you the team news for the game in just a second. It's Ronaldo's first start for Manchester United since the 13th of August, and also Casemiro's first start in Manchester United colours. The Manchester United team news here. David De Gea starts in goal, Lindelof Maguire as the two centre-backs. Malacia and Dalot play on the flanks with Eriksen, Fred, Casemiro in the midfield. Anthony, Alanga and Ronaldo make up the front three. Real Sociedad team news here, and David Silva starts against United at Old Trafford once more. Of course, the player coming from Manchester City just a few years ago, and I'll bring you their team right now. In goal, we have Romero. At left back, Munoz, and right back, Rosabel. The two centre backs, Paquetá and Elizondo. A midfield three of Mikel Moreno, Zubimendi, and Mendes. And a front three of Take, Sadique, and David Silva. Of course, a few injuries for both sides tonight. Diego Rico-Sagada is injured for Real Sociedad, along with Carlos Fernandez, Martin McCanelans, and Robin de la Manande. For Manchester United, even a couple more injuries than that. Brandon Williams, Anthony Martial, Axel Tambezi, Donny van der Beek, Luke Shaw, and Phil Jones all out. Of course, we may be expecting to see Donny van der Beek tonight due to some rotation we were expecting to see in the Europa League due to the amount of rotation that sometimes takes place in that competition, due to it sometimes being lesser than the Premier League. And maybe Van der Beek would start because we're used to seeing Ten Hag maybe rotating in European competitions during his time at Ajax, but also we'd be expecting Van der Beek to be making change because, of course, Ten Hag's time at Manchester United, at Ajax, now bringing him on to Manchester United. Of course, Manchester United did have to make a statement earlier. Following direction from the FA and UEFA, tonight's UEFA Europa League game fixture against Real Sociedad will take place as planned at Old Trafford. Minute silence will be held before the kickoff, which will allow both teams, match officials, and everyone in attendance to pay respects to Her Majesty the Queen. Both teams will wear black armbands, and the flags at Old Trafford will fly half-mast as a sign of our utmost respect. And of course, we are very upset to hear the news about the swing. But the match will still go ahead tonight. I will get the stream open on the side, so if there is any people want to talk in chat, I will be getting to that. But I'll understand that you may not be wanting to talk day like today. Of course, Manchester United won their last few games, 4 wins on the bounce now in the Premier League, and they're certainly going to be emboldened by that last week's win against Arsenal, where Arsenal were maybe the better team, except they did manage to get through. They did play a lot on the counter, and it was only once Mikel Arteta made those changes towards the end of the game that they actually got into the game. Of course, Real Sociedad have had an alright start to the season, 2 wins against lesser sides, but also a loss to Barcelona and a draw to Atletico Madrid. If you're joining us, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Of course, we've got the news today that Chelsea have hired Potter after the sacking of Tuchel, and here at Old Trafford, the stadium is not completely full, as I'm sure you understand. Some people do believe that the match should have been postponed, as thousands of people had turned up to the match. But really, the game has not been cancelled. It will go ahead, despite some outrage from some people. 6 changes for Manchester United from the last team. Got some names to keep out. Look from the bench. We got Frederiksen, Garnacho, Heaton, Iqbal, McNeil. So a few youngsters on the bench who might get a bit of action. Lindelof also seeing his first action of the season in Manchester United colours, and players just shaking hands here. It did draw 1-1 against Atletico Madrid at the weekend, and we do know about Atletico Madrid last night in their 101st minute winner against Porto. Of course, Real Sociedad lost Isaac to Newcastle in the summer for a large amount of money, but they have spent the money on the replacement Sadiq, who did score a goal at the weekend. Maguire will exchange banners with the Real Sociedad captain out these, and then we'll be having our minute silence. And of course, I'm sure they'll be very respectful during the silence. We look at the head-to-head between these two sides. They've only met twice in 2 different competitions. In last year's Europa League, actually, where Manchester United won 4-0 away from home and drew 0-0 at home. And also in 2013 when they drew 0-0 at home and won 1-0 away. And now we will have our minute silence. A very moving silence there, I will say. And it's absolutely no one saying anything, immaculately observed. I'm stunned. That was very moving. Even Real Sociedad fans very respectful. You could see the sorrow on some people's faces there. But the match will be getting underway shortly. And Baby Pounce, yep, long live to the new king, Charles III. The match insignificant tonight compared to today's actions, but we will be getting underway in a second. Real Sociedad attacking from right to left as we look at in their black kits. Manchester United in red from left to right. And the first leg of the Europa League group gets underway. Manchester United here are just going to be pressing Real Sociedad early on. Ronaldo pressing, and the ball played to Muniz, who heads it on, and it's just a good tackle by Maguire just early on in the game on Tete. Of course, Manchester United have been on a good run since then, and since the Brentford defeat 4-0, we thought a lot of people were saying Manchester United might be finishing mid-table, but Ten Hag's finally had an effect. 4 wins on the bounce, and out for a Real Sociedad throw. course, when a lot of the stadium here is empty, with people who have turned around and gone to pay their respects for the Queen. We'll get on the way here. Back in the midfield here with Real Sociedad. Number to look out for, number 21 for Real Sociedad's David Silva. Scored 3 times against Manchester United for Manchester City. Palacio pushing up this left-hand side. And it just tries to put a ball in the box, but it's got away nicely there by Gachetro. And here's Kubo on loan from Real Madrid, dribbling him forwards, just being marked by Anthony, and he's just going to be fouled there, I think. And it's going to be a foul. Referees thought differently though. From my angle, it did look like a foul. And yeah, I think the referee got that one wrong. And it's going to go out for a Manchester United throw just by their own touchline. David Silva, it's just of course, David Silva. We know he's got a statue of himself outside the Etihad, and you do know he might be the player to look out for. Of course, remember the 6-1 win that City had here, chipped in with a goal and assist there. He's 36 now, though. I wonder if we'll see him play the whole 90 minutes tonight. Kubo. And just missed control, so it's going to go out for Manchester United throw. Dallo on this near side is going to be taking a throw. Just looking around. And Dallo takes the throw. Finds Fred. Fred, who's surprisingly playing higher up the pitch than Ericsson in his opening 3 minutes. Let's here with Real Sociedad. Finds Moreno. Just tackled off him, but it only falls back to Dallo. Dallo now pushing up this right-hand side. He's got Ronaldo to his left, no one on his right. Just tries a chop turn back inside, but it's not off him well there. And it's just going to foul the Real Sociedad players. He just tries to break down their left-hand side. And just fouled. And it's going to be a free kick to Real Sociedad. Ten Hag, he's got his black armband on, just signifying his respect for the Queen. All players in both sides do tonight, as well as the officials. And Pacheco plays it back to the keeper. And Pacheco's not often in the starting lineup, but other than him, it is the potentially the strongest Real Sociedad lineup, much less similar to the ones they put out in La Liga each week. And Umar Sadiq on the ball. Plays it back to the centre back, plays it into Moreno. Moreno's just a heavy touch on that. And Fred plays it to Anthony. Anthony to his left with Casemiro. Casemiro plays it to his fellow Brazilian, Fred, on the right-hand side. Plays it back essentially. Casemiro, first time ball in, aiming it at Ronaldo. And keeper goes to get it. He spills it. And Martin comes away with it. Well, try to find Kubo with that. David Silva then. But it's back with Malacia. Malacia just sends it forward and finds Real Sociedad players. Just going to accidentally let it go out for a Manchester United throw. We're just having a look there at why the keeper dropped that ball. I think it was just an error. Maybe the ball's a bit wet. It has been raining, but potentially should do better. Most clean sheets last season, did he? But look on the way here. Anthony just trying to dribble forward, and he's just been tackled there. Of course, Anthony with his debut goal last weekend. Certainly a player Manchester United fans are very much looking forward to. Manchester United's everyone's favourites in the chat. I personally believe it could be a 3-1 win for Manchester United. Can certainly see Real Sociedad getting a goal, but Manchester United, of course, been very good in recent weeks. Malacia on the ball. Tries to find Ericsson. It's just overplayed that one. David Silva took a Rossabel. Just plays it back to the Real Sociedad. David Silva plays it short. Real Sociedad, twice champions of Spain, from the beautiful city of San Sebastian, but I don't think they've won the league since 1982. So a team with a lot of history, but nothing in recent times. Estelundo plays it back. Tries it up the right hand side to try and find Mendes, but it's just going to be cut out by Malacia, and he's just going to let it roll off for a throw to Manchester United. Coach Emmanuel Aguero is here just in his lovely white shirt tonight, just overlooking how the game's going so far. Malacia's looked good in Manchester United colours so far this season. Of course, he's looked a bit vulnerable last week when Saka was pushed up against him, but he's looked good. And I thought we were expecting Luke Shaw to play, but it's a stronger team than most people were expecting. Fred wins that back, and it's just a heavy touch then from him. It's going to go to Mendes, and he's just on it. But no one pressing him here, but Ronaldo eventually decides to. It's going to be played to Elizondo, number 6, centre back. And Mikel Moreno is going to play that all the way back to his keeper, Ramiro, who's actually been a very good keeper last season. Of course, we've always seen a bit of worry. Maybe it's the sense of occasion for him playing against Manchester United, although not one of the best teams at the moment. Malacia. Fred, first time flick over, just tries to find Malacia as Malacia sprints into the box as Fred flicked it over to him, but just can't get that right, and it's going to go out for Real Sociedad goal kick. It's a nice idea, though, from Manchester United. They win the ball back high up the park from a high press, and Fred looks for Malacia's run. He just puts too much on the flick, and it is going to be a goal kick for Real Sociedad. They get it back underway to Pacheco. Find Munoz. Pushing up this left-hand side. Anthony tracking back, and Ericsson cuts out the pass. He tries to play back through. Plays it to Fred, finds Malacia. Malacia's just having to go backwards as he's being pressed by Sadiq. Lindelof plays it to Maguire. Of course, a partnership we saw a lot last season. Varane didn't get to play as much, and Martinez was not yet signed. Of course, that summer signing, 63 million, a lot of money, but he has looked good. Of course, Maguire and Lindelof will be looking for game times. They will be off to the World Cup. Malacia on the far side plays it centrally to Fred, and just Fred's caught there, but and yeah, ref will play advantage, but he just calls it back because the ball went backwards and there's no advantage to be seen. Free kick to Manchester United on the halfway line. David Silva just catches Fred in the middle of the park. Nothing too malicious, just lately timed, and you won't pick up a yellow for that one. Dallo. Back to Maguire. To his left. And it's going to go all the way back to the keeper. De Gea to his right hand side. He's got Dallo. Dallo. He's going to go back to Maguire. I'll be bringing you any of the Europa League games if there's any results to tell you about as they come. And let's see with Lindelof. The Dallo. Just on this near side. Plays it to Casemiro. Casemiro just tries to get it back to Anthony. Anthony tries to get back to Casemiro. It's cut out by Moreno. Just tries to find Sadiq, who you can spot this evening if you were watching. He's got a white, almost bandage around his head. And he's just going to be doing that. Only other live games this evening are Omona Niskosis versus FC Sheriff, Lazio v Feyenoord, Sturm Glanz versus FC Midtjylland, and Freiburg versus Karabag, Nantes versus Olympiacos. Ball forward by Fred. Alanga's chasing for it, and Alanga's just caught Elizondo on the back of the head, and it is going to be a free kick to him. Fenerbahce, Transport, and FC Zaranda versus Monaco. Bring you the games that have happened so far, just as he gets some treatment. FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. PSV Eindhoven 1, Bud Glimt 1. Ten Hag just barking some instructions there. He wasn't happy about something. AEK Larnaca 1, Rennes 2. Fenerbahce 2, Dynamo Kiev 1. Helsinki 0, Real Betis 2. Ludogorets 2, Roma 1. So a surprise result there. Mourinho's Roma losing. Malmo 0, Braga 2, and Union Berlin 0, Union St. Gilles 1. We're back on the way here. Zubimendi, Eriksen pressing him, and it's won back by Manchester United. Kubo just tries to find Sadiq, but it's cut out well by Lindelof, who plays it to Maguire. Maguire plays it quickly across to the right-hand side where Dalot's waiting for it. Dalot just playing up the wing, but he's being tracked well there. And they're going to have to go backwards. And Dalot back in his own third. Plays it to Maguire. Lindelof. Dalot's been very good this season. Certainly an improvement from last season. A lot of people were hoping Manchester United would sign a new right back, but he has looked good. And back here with De Gea. Eriksen back to Casemiro. Casemiro's first time. Finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo flicks it to Fred, who just loses track of that. It is going to ball for Real Sociedad, and Fred will pull back the Real Sociedad player as he tries to get to it, and will be a free kick on the halfway line. Of course, Ronaldo wanted a transfer away to play in the Champions League, and he's back in the Europa League for the first time since he was a teenager in Sporting Lisbon. That's here with Pacheco. There's Zubimendi, of course, a player you may know. He's playing that holding role in midfield. Back to Elizondo. And he's going to go all the way back to Ramiro. To his right-hand side, back to Elizondo. Of course. Captain for this evening. Plays it to the right-hand side where Mendes is waiting. Back to Zubimendi. Plays it to this left-hand side, near side to us, where Munoz is now on the ball. And they're just playing safely. They're just passing it around the back. They don't want to lose the ball to Manchester United. They just do know how dangerous they can be when they're in possession of the ball. Of course, we've seen that this season. They are looking a bit defensively shaky at times at the start of the season, but they have shored that up with the Varane and Martinez partnership in recent games. But of course, neither of those playing at centre back tonight, so we'll see how they look defensively. Maguire will have something to prove as well after being dropped. Manchester United captain being dropped. It's a big call for the Ten Hag to make. And Dalot finds the ball forward. I don't think it was meant for Ronaldo, but Ronaldo's going through the middle, and he just tries to cut it through, but it's good covering back by Godosabo, and it's here in Real Sociedad again. Kuba to Moreno. To Sadiq. Sadiq just dropped lower into the midfield. Zubimendi. Pacheco plays it across to Elizondo. Munoz. 15 minutes played here. You're here with AI Football. If you're enjoying the stream, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps us out. May get some things in the description, so make sure you click the notification bell. But the bell's been played to Sadiq, and it's just cut out by Malacia, and just not enough weight on the pass to find Sadiq. But here with Munoz to Moreno to Kubo, ball in, and it's just across the face of goal. No one gets to it. If there was a touch there, that was a goal for Real Sociedad. Just needed a flick, but no one was there. Eriksen on the far side, moving forwards. He's got Malacia on his left. Plays a good ball forwards for Alanga now to chase. Alanga chases. And he just slows down the play. Maybe he should have done the ball in first time, but Fred could have gone the other way, but he just plays it back to Alanga as he gets that ball. Fred again plays it centrally for Anthony. Anthony tries to flick it to Ronaldo, but Ronaldo's marked well. And he's just going to go the flag up for offside in Ronaldo. But Ronaldo's clapping. He likes that the ball did try to get to him. And as they go for the free kick, I'll just run through the scores of the games just started tonight. Omona 0, Sheriff 1, Lazio 2, Feyenoord 0, of course early, 2 goals in 18 minutes. Sturm Graz 1, FC Midtjylland 0, Freiburg 2, Karabag 0, Nantes 0, Olympiacos 0, Panathinaikos 1, Transport 0, and FC Crvena Zvezda 0, Monaco 0. So far, though, in this opening 18 or so minutes, we've had Real Sociedad with 60% of the ball, so certainly playing well. Of course, it's very important in Europa League that you do win these uh these groups, because if you don't come first, you do have to play. Oh, ball a good ball in by Ericsson towards Ronaldo. Just couldn't get his head to it. You could see the idea, but just all nearly by Manchester United. Of course, I was saying that you have to top the group to get through to the next round. But if you only finish second, you do have to play a third place team from the Champions League. Now, what we missed there was a good ball in by Ericsson towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo just can't get high enough to nod that ball into back of the net. But it was a good chance there for Manchester United. Elizondo gets the ball off the goal kick, plays it to Pacheco, and it's tries to find Munoz, but it's cut out by Anthony well. Anthony dribbling inside, just good tracking back by David Silva to win back the ball. Dispossessed is Anthony. We're going to play this ball back to the goalkeeper here. Being pressed well by Fred, so the keeper's going to have to take it quickly, and it's actually cut out by Alanga, but he just couldn't get his touch on his head, so it just bounced away from him. And it's going to go out on this far side for Real Sociedad throw it, just towards the halfway line on the far side. Of course, Real Sociedad and Manchester United look to be the best two teams in this group. As of course we have Sheriff and a team from Cyprus. This group, because we have Sheriff, the champions of Moldova. This group, but of course not to be sniffed at because they did beat Real Madrid last year. Here with the Real Sociedad keeper. Good press from Fred every single time the goalkeeper gets the ball. Fred does push him up well. And Munoz pushing down the left hand side. Plays it to David Silva. He tries to find Sadiq. Maybe he could have gone for goal himself, but he chooses to play the ball. But it's get on away there by Maguire. And just being chased by Moreno. And Anthony just tries, flicks it back at him as it goes off that pitch. A bit cheeky, but Moreno doesn't react. Munoz in the throw on. He's looking for David Silva, finds him. Silva's just dribbling. Plays it to Sadiq. Not much space for them to work with, and Sadiq just loses the ball and it's cleared away by Maguire. Ten Hag tries to take a touch of the ball as it goes out there. Miscontrols it, just rolls away, gets a few whistles from the Real Sociedad fans. It's going to be a throw. 12 left back tonight. The ref's just whistling him back as he's saying he's a bit cheeky. They got himself up the pitch a bit further than we really should have been. And he plays that ball. And Maguire heads it away as he was looking for Sadiq with a fairly long throw. See with the Swedish international Lindelof plays it back to his keeper, De Gea. Personally, a player I wasn't expecting to see this evening. I was expecting to see maybe Dubravka. They did sign from Newcastle for £5 million with a going goal, but really Ten Hag is picking his strongest team. Sticking with his usual number one. And he will have to wait for his opportunity. Maybe the FA Cup round 3 is coming up. Potentially even Carabao Cup, and weird decision from Ten Hag tonight. He does have Tom Heaton on the bench as well, so 3 keepers at tonight's game, 2 on the bench yet again. I've seen a lot of Man United fans criticise Ten Hag for the fact he could have put an extra youth player on the bench just for that match day experience rather than an extra goalkeeper. David Silva though out to the right hand side. Real Sociedad not just knocking it about with a bit of confidence here. It's been a good performance so far by them. Just knocks it back to David Silva. Gets a few boos from the Manchester United crowd. He's on the ball. Zubimendi. Moreno. Just got away from him there by Manchester United. Ronaldo finds Anthony on this near side. It's just tracked back well by Munoz. and he's just going to nick it back to him, and keeper's going to come out to prevent it from going for a corner. He's going to dribble it back into the box and pick it up, and the keeper's just going to slow down the play, and he's going to look for his options. Ramiro just going to play it back to Pacheco. Across now to Aston. Of course, we got the words from the press conference about Anthony that he was very happy with his performance about Anthony, and he's apparently the official link, not the official link, so the uh, a missing part in their system, and he's very happy to have him. Of course, Manchester United were destined to play Crystal Palace this weekend, although probably wait for official announcement from the Premier League as to whether that match will go ahead. Of course, with the Queen's sad passing. Just tries to find Munoz on this near side, but it just gets it under control. But it's off the pitch, so it's going to be a Manchester United throw on this near side. Dallo's going to take. Just have a look in the chat. Do we have any score predictions from anyone watching the stream tonight? I'd be interested to hear what you think is going to happen. Maguire heads it forwards, just tries to find Fred, but it's cut out well by Sociedad. But Casemiro wins that back, finds Eriksen. Eriksen, first time, tries to find Alanga. Alanga's first touch lets him down, but he's still got the ball. Just gets past the right back of Sociedad, dribbling it into the box, finds Fred. Fred tries it first time. It's just a good block there by Moreno. It's going to go out for a Manchester United throw. A corner. Fantastic work by Alanga. Just positive attacking. Manages to get past the Real Sociedad right back. Got a Sabal. It's going to go out for a Manchester United corner. Eriksen on it. Imagine they'll be looking for Ronaldo and Maguire, probably the two aerial targets in the Manchester United box. Casemiro also there. Raises his hand, ball in. Sadiq flicks it on almost into a dangerous position for Maguire, and it's going to go out all the way across as for Real Sociedad. Oh, I think it was that maybe got a little touch at the near post. Who was it? Yeah, Sadiq gets it, and it just bounces off Dallo. Otherwise, it was going for Harry Maguire's head into the back of the net, potentially. So it will be a throw here for Munoz. Throws long. Finds Kubo, but his touch lets him down. It goes to Maguire. Maguire heads it forwards to Ronaldo. Ronaldo just can't keep track of the flight of the ball. It's just going to be cleared long here by Sociedad. It's going to go out for a throw for Manchester United inside their own half. Song for Ten Hag going around. Got a couple of goals to tell you about. Lazio 2, Feyenoord 0. Ciro Immobile getting the assist. Felipe Anderson, of course, a player used to play in the Premier League, but West Ham's getting a goal and a red card for El Carcados for Fenerbahce. Lindelof plays it to his right for Maguire. De Gea finds Lindelof. De Gea. And they're playing it forwards. It's just not enough on that, and it's going to be got back to the keeper by Pacheco. Dallo fizzes that into Fred, who controls it really well. Eriksen to the edge of the box, just tries to flick it to Ronaldo. Good first touch, but just got a well by Pacheco. And Ronaldo's frustrated himself. That was a very good chance for him to score. And Ronaldo's first touch just takes it into the ground, just waiting it to drop again for him. And he would have had a very good scoring opportunity. He's onside, being played on by Golosabal. And it's good defending by Sociedad to put it out for a corner. Eriksen will be on this again. Plays it in. It's very deep. Anthony collects on the edge of the box, flicks back in, but it's gathered by the keeper. This time he doesn't drop it. Well worked by Manchester United. Looks like a planned set piece routine, but they just can't get the execution right on that final ball in. Gets underway. Keeper to Pacheco. despite going a man down, Fernando Cavacos are now 2-0 up against Transport. Kubo on this near side, Real Madrid loanee, dribbling forwards, gets past a couple of players, but it's cut out by Casemiro, but it's still on the ball here by Munoz, plays the ball in, looking for Sadiq, got away by Maguire, and Ericsson just gets it away. It's going to go out for a Real Sociedad throw. It's now 3-0 to Lazio against Feyenoord. Munoz. Finds Kubo with the throw. Back to Munoz. Munoz crosses it in. Got away by Lindelof, but only as far as David Silva. Plays it back into the edge of the box. And that was very, very close by Busa Mendes. One of the summer signings for Real Sociedad. And that was very close. You know, goal for Sociedad. Fantastic. I think that ball was off the pitch as Mendes just tries to hook it back in. And but Mendes just couldn't get his foot around it as it was played into him in the box, just to tuck it into the back of the box. There was some poor defending not to keep track of him inside the box by Manchester United there. And kick. Lindelof will take it. Play it to De Gea. Of course, a lot's been said about De Gea's distribution in recent weeks, and it's not good enough. But certainly it wasn't the most pressing problem for Manchester United to fix in the transfer window. So they lose the ball here. David Silva just tries a flick on. Would have been nice. Would have been very audacious, but they don't get away with it, but they win it back well. David Silva again, just a heavy touch and got away from him by Dallo. But it's a bit scrappy, but Ronaldo's finally come away with it to Fred. And Fred's just going to be fouled off as he just tried to dribble past the player. It's going to be it's probably by Pacheco, and it's Alastondo, and there's 2 fouls he's committed tonight. Alastondo might be wanting to be careful in case he picks up an early yellow card in the first half. It's going to be a free kick here for Manchester United. Ericsson to Malacia. Malacia just misses the ball, but he keeps it in play just about. He's back to Lindelof. The rain lashing down here in Manchester. Dallo to Maguire. Finds a crossfield pass to Malacia. He's got a few forward runners in Alanga, but chooses to go safe to Ericsson. Finds Malacia again. Plays it into the midfield with Fred. Casemiro. Casemiro finds Dallo in a good position. Dallo to his left where Fred's waiting. Fred. Good turn. Good ball into the ball. Takes on a shot actually, which deflects. It's going to go out for a Manchester United corner. Although actually, let's look back at this. As Fred takes on that shot, it actually deflects off Alanga, and it's going to go out for a Real Sociedad throw. I mean, corner. I mean, goal kick. Alanga just dribbles past a couple of players now, dribbling into the box. Cuts it back. Oh, he just misses Fred. It was a poor cut back ball. Otherwise, it was a good opportunity, and Real Sociedad have a chance on the break here, but they mark that up, and it goes to Fred, who's on the far side, plays it to Alanga. Alanga's got another opportunity to cut it back to Casemiro. Casemiro to Fred. Fred tries to find Casemiro, but it's cut out by David Silva. David Silva just tries to clear it. Ronaldo's chasing, and it's gone to Anthony again on the edge of the box. To Casemiro, just tries to thread it back to Fred, and he's gone down in the box. Manchester United won a penalty, but Kubo's dribbling forwards now. Kubo just looking for Sadiq, but it's cut out by Maguire. And then as Maguire tries to dribble away, Kubo goes for the ball. It's going to go out here for a throw. Maguire plays that cross field looking for Malacia, but Alanga's going to have to track back to make sure that ball doesn't go off the pitch. Ericsson to Lindelof. Lindelof plays it to Dallo. Dallo back to Maguire. Maguire to his centre back counterpart Lindelof. Bit of a cagey affair here at the moment. Both teams are creating good opportunities, but not just being clinical enough in the final third when it counts. That final balls let a few of them down. Via Casemiro just tries to find Fred, but not enough on that ball. And Sadiq, oh, it's just a few too many players around him. It's going to go back to Manchester United. Casemiro heads that to the left-hand side with Ericsson. It's a very nice header. Ericsson just was thinking about the cross-ball switch, but he just plays it safe. Ronaldo on the ball. Just gets past David Silva to Malacia. Ericsson. And Alanga dribbling at the defence here. Oh, just get nicked off him by the right back. Mendes on the ball. Just trying to dribble past a few too many players, but it doesn't matter. So for a Manchester United body, it's going to be up for Real Sociedad throw. Far side. Just inside their final third. Still goalless. Half an hour played here on AI Football. If you're interested, please make sure you subscribe. It really helps us out. Please make sure like and really do appreciate that. Of course, slightly subdued atmosphere at Old Trafford, as you can imagine, due to the circumstances with the Queen's death. But that's due to just UEFA saying too late to cancel the game. Just to reiterate, everyone here at AI Football saddened by the passing of the Queen. Dallo just picks up a stray ball there from Real Sociedad. Maguire plays it back to him. And Maguire again, though. Our longest reigning monarch. Ronaldo, though, here on the ball. Ronaldo dribbling forwards. Ronaldo still going. And it's going to go off around Sociedad body. He's calling for a corner. And it's given. Good feet there by Ronaldo to win this corner. Gets past like 3 or 4 players. And wins the corner. And a goal here in the Nantes game. Nantes get the opener against Olympiacos. Mustafa Mohamed. Ericsson, first man, got away by David Silva. Poor corner, really. Doesn't often hit that first man. He's been good in corners recently for Manchester United. But here with Lindelof. Lindelof making a good progressive move forwards. Ericsson, though. Fred just plays it to the halfway line. Wire. Where's Dallo? At this right-hand side of Anthony. Munoz is marking. And he's just going to play it inside to Casemiro. Casemiro to Dallo. Just right-hand side of Anthony. So he just cuts back. Jenny dribbling. Finds Casemiro and he's just behind him and he's just going to lose control of that. Anthony to Ronaldo. Dallo. Anthony. Casemiro in a nice triangle. Just tries to look for the run of Fred, but Fred just all watching and Real Sociedad win it back. Sadiq on the ball. And Sadiq's just playing on. Casemiro spreads it to the left-hand side with Malacia. Malacia, all in from deep. And it's just gone away. Dallo on the edge of the box to Casemiro. Casemiro to Dallo again. Dallo, ball in. Hits Ronaldo. And he scored! Headed onto the underside of the crossbar. But his jubilation's not going to last long as the linesman puts his flag up. And it's going to be an offside. Almost Ronaldo's opener for the season. First time since 2013 he's not scored in the first 6 games of the season. So, just have a look here. And he'll be disappointed he doesn't get himself on side there. His right knee is offside of his. Look how high he gets. It's a fantastic header. Just plays it, keeper nearly saves it, tips it onto the underside of the crossbar. It's the correct call from the linesman. And it's going to be offside. It stays 0-0 here. Manchester United 0, Real Sociedad 0 here at Old Trafford. Queen actually saw every single World Cup ever. Just if to put a football take on that. And Freiburg 2, Karabag 1, Karabag half in the deficit there. Dallo throw for his own goal and on their side. Ten Hag just looking, pondering for his players. And it's Transport also half the depth again for another Kavakos, who are down to 10 men. 40th minute there. Of course, this match started a little bit later due to the uh, respectful time played for the Queen. Ericsson here with a throw on his near side. Dallo. Lovely outside of the ball, but fast, trying to look for Malasia, but he's only found Grossabel. Sadiq on the far side, dribbling forward, but just a poor first touch, and is going to go out for a throw. Of course, made his name at Almeria, who scored a plethora of goals to get him promoted from the second division up to La Liga. And he's looked good for Real Sociedad so far since they signed him in the summer. Got a goal for his name against Atletico de Madrid. And Dallo on the ball here finds Fred. Fred back to Maguire. But it's just nicked before it can get to Maguire by Sadiq. Just dribbling through, just tries to cut it across goal. And it's just blocked by Casemiro. It's going to go out for the corner. Just trying to get that look in. It's going to go out for a corner. Casemiro getting back, covering that well. Where's Mendes? Plays the ball just to the near post, tries to flick on by Moreno, but it's here with and it's going to be a free kick as I think Alanga was pulled back. Let me just put myself. Saying it was a cynical foul top in the attack, but referee doesn't see it that way. Ericsson on the far side on the ball. Malasia. To Ronaldo, quick one back to Malasia. Ericsson. Malasia. Head up, can't see an opportunity to cross. But no Ronaldo in the middle to hit. Ericsson. Ready to play nicely to Anthony. Anthony, good first touch, flicks it past Mendes. Just tries to get back in, but gathered there by the goalkeeper. That was a nice attempt there by Anthony to create a chance for Manchester United. Game fairly slow so far, but Everton's played well. Fantastic switch of play by him to try and create that opportunity. That's what he does so well. Not trying to find Sadiq, but only balls go through Dallo. Hello, Casemiro, and Casemiro just a bit too much on him by Moreno. And a free kick from Manchester United inside their own half. Dallo plays it crossfield to Malasia. Malasia just going forwards here. Just sneaked off him by Kubo, but there's going to be a bit of a foul there. I think it was Mendes was just pulling back Fred, and it's going to be another free kick for Manchester United. A few players for Manchester United warming up. Maybe we'll see some half-time changes. Of course, Ten Hag will be monitoring his squad, although the need for resting some players won't be as pressing as first thought, as it looks like this weekend's games will be cancelled. And Anthony was just caught by Munoz, and it's going to be another free kick for Manchester United inside their own half. Dallo. Free kicks back quickly. Across to Malasia. First touch from Marcia takes him forwards. He continues this way. Got Alanga on the overlap, finds Alanga. Fred now on the inside. Fred being marked well by David Silva, but he gets it to Alanga. Fred again though. And David Silva just got away, and then Mendes just plays it to the side. And it's going to be a throw in for Manchester United up on the far side. And Lindelof just a bit slow to play that ball, but Kubo's definitely pulling in there. But it's plays advantage. Casemiro to Dallo. Dallo's got Ronaldo making a forward run, choosing not to go for it. Now finds Ronaldo. Anthony. Casemiro. Casemiro first time to Ericsson. Ericsson looks for Ronaldo. Ball out to this right hand side where Ronaldo's waiting. Ronaldo gets to it. First time ball in, but no one's in there to attack it. And it's just going to go through to Menz. And ball forward. Sadiq chasing, but it's going to Casemiro's going to clear that one back to Maguire. Ronaldo looks like he's suffered a bit of an injury in his first time ball into the box, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But Alanga chasing here, and the ball's going to play back to the keeper as they're under pressure. Right hand side. And it's going to be played back to Lestundo. Ramiro finds Munoz. Fantastic piece of distribution. Perfect pass to him. Sadiq just finds Moreno. David Silva to Sadiq. Sadiq, nice bit of skill to move past Casemiro, and Maguire's just going to foul David Silva, and they're going to win a foul inside of this Manchester United half. David Silva won 9 Manchester United Manchester derbies, lost 9 Manchester derbies, so even record there. Of course, he'll be hoping his name's on the right side of the scoreline tonight. And they choose to play that one short, possibly a missed opportunity to get that one into the box. Elistundo to Kubo. Kubo's been impressive tonight. Has been sloppy in possession at times. Pacheco is it to his right hand side with Zubimendi. Zubimendi's done a good holding job tonight for Real Sociedad so far. David Silva, Anthony's just nicked it off him. And there's a foul off the ball. Anthony, it wasn't a good one, and Alanga just tries to find Ronaldo. Ronaldo just looking back as he didn't realise Fred had won that ball, and it's going to go through to the keeper. Munoz, I'm sure, but I'm not sure who that foul was on Anthony, and I bet you will be picking up a yellow card for that surely once the ball goes out of play. Zubimendi, is it back to the keeper, Ramiro? It's here with Elistundo. Stood there here on the ball. Finds Kubo. Kubo's drifted more to the right hand side of this match has gone on. It's just going to be cut out by Maguire. Maguire's just going to play that ball forwards. Nice and strong there. As you're approaching the 45th minute, we'll see how many times it's going to be added on by the fourth official. If you are here joining us on AI Football, would really appreciate it. If you subscribe, would really appreciate that. Really helps us out. And just out for a corner there, and Kubo puts that ball out of play. It's going to be a Manchester United goal kick. And for some reason, Lindelof's taken all of the goal kicks tonight for Manchester United. And it will be half time here. No time added on. A subdued first half, understandably. And the players jog in. I'm sure Ten Hag will have some words to say, just trying to liven up the Manchester United team for this second half. So we'll see you in this second half.